chums, and welcome to one of my videos. This isn't like any of my other videos, no, because it's not every day that you go and buy yourself a new bloody house, is it? Well, that's what happened yesterday. Well, we put down a deposit, and it's not quite a built house. In fact, it's just a load of rubble at the moment. It's going to be 5 more years. 5 years before we get to move into said house. And it's mainly so I've got a little studio out in the Philippines, because we're hoping to do videos out there and trekking about and things. And the reason being is I have his parents out there and all of her family. All my family are here in England, and we're hoping to do maybe a 6-month split. 6 months in the Philippines, 6 months here. So we kind of need a little place, a base, inside of the Philippines. It doesn't have to be anything grand or something spectacular. So I'm going to hit you up and show you what we just put down a deposit on. Yes, so some rubble. Here we go. Righto, chums. So this is made by Megaworld, and it's called Empire East Highland City. It's one of the first elevated cities within inside of the Philippines, and it's luxurious. Heck yes it is. Nestled amongst some of the nicest sort of areas of Greenland and pastures inside of the Philippines. 37 residential towers are going to be completed at some point, and yes, we're in one of the Grand 4 towers, and yeah, we're on the 33rd bloody floor. Yeah, now I get a little bit dizzy with heights. This should be fun. So for those of you that don't know anything about the Philippines, let me Google that for you. Google Earth it for you, in fact. Yes, we're going to zoom on down to where this actual building location is inside of the Philippines. And at the moment you can see here, it looks like there's just a giant like freaking building site at the moment, people. It's just like a load of flat land that's going on right here. That sort of square area that you can see being built right now, that over there I think is going to be a giant mega store complex, like a huge freaking supermart filled with different shops and outlets. Yeah, and then there's going to be lots of towers and residential blocks. There's also going to be some sort of business suites and all sorts of other stuff going on. There's going to be a recreational centre, a load of green space to relax and chill in. It's going to be freaking great, mate. So yeah, it's like a little self-contained city, and that's what Megaworld do. They're very good at making it an interesting place to live and thrive and all sorts. So I'm investing at the point where it's rubble. Yeah, so I got this at a snip, but hopefully once it's built and it becomes popular, if I did want to sell it on, I should be quids in. Then we could maybe invest in getting our first real proper house in the Philippines rather than a condo. But for now, this is going to serve as a really nice little base for me and Ivy to explore from. So yes, I thought that this is quite a central hub location as a base for us to go exploring, and look at it, it's right in the middle of all the main cities. I mean, yeah, at the moment it is just a pile of stones and bricks, but it will be this. One day it will be this, people. Heck yes it will. But at the moment, yeah, that's my rock just there. That's probably what I've invested in. But yeah, living the dream, and at the moment that's all it is. Right now we've got to wait another 5 years, people in the viewerverse. So there is what's called LRT2, yes, and it joins to LRT1 and MRT3 and all sorts of other sorts of weird sort of numbery sort of shenanigans going on. Yeah, but most of these are sort of monorail-y type rail lines, and they're super darn freaking quick. And one of them is going to be right outside our building developments. This is going to be great as a little centralized hub for doing vlogs and going out to do restaurant reviews, and to bring you Manila firsthand from mine and Ivy's perspective. Me being a complete foreigner to the place, it should be really good fun to get my take on what she's sort of left behind to come to the UK. Now we are travelling out in April of 2023, so not too far away from now, and we may visit some of the actual showrooms for the actual building development, but it's mainly to go out there to visit Ivy's family. Ivy's mum is turning 70, and we're going to be throwing a little shindig for her. So yes, hopefully if that sounds good to you, subscribe to myself, also subscribe to Manila London, and we're going to be doing our own sort of takes on the Philippines and our own sort of spin on things in a sort of vlog of this sort of trip and outing. So hopefully that appeals to you, but hit on up that. I'll be showing you a graphical rendition of our apartment in a moment, our condo, the inside, by moi. So the Highlands build is going to be very modern, but it is quite close to old Pasig, and Pasig has got so many beautiful places in and around it, including universities and tourist attractions. So if me and Ivy aren't there for half the year, we can Airbnb this out as well. So people that want to come to Pasig, be them a student or be them just a visitor to go around and have a little holiday here, will be able to use our sort of condo. So hopefully it's going to bring a little bit of a passive income and maybe pay for itself in the months that we're not there. And when we are there, there's so much to do and so much to see. I mean, you can join some sort of club held by the actual complex of Megaworld and partake in the gym activities and swimming pools. But if not, there's a lot of greenery around here. There's an actual park that they've built on site for all the residents to enjoy and partake in and just relax in. There's also a giant frickin' church there, people. I think it's got 300 seats or something mental. And yes, a massive, great big shopping complex. Everything's right on your doorstep. Heck yeah! So inside of this shopping complex is shops. Yes, you guessed it. Yeah, it's bloody obvious, isn't it? But there's also lots of places to eat. Yes, lots of snazzy restaurants. So hopefully we'll be bringing you vlogs on all of that in the very near future. You're probably just thinking, Captain Steve, where are you going to be? Where's this condo? Well, we're in Tower 4. That one over there in the Cluster Arcadia. And yes, we're on the 33rd floor, people. It has got elevators, before you ask. It's got elevators, so it's got a lift, so that's okay. I'm not going to have heart attack getting to where I need to live. It'll be a bit silly getting up where I need to live if I'm dead. Right, so as soon as you go in through the door, you've got your kitchen. And just to the left, I've put in a little mini shoe rack there, so you can put your shoes in, put your slippers on. Yes, because that's the thing over there. Chinelas are quite big in the Philippines. You've got yourself like a refrigerator there, a mirror and stuff to get ready. Ivy wanted a second kitchen unit here with sort of like integrated hot hubs so she can do sort of cookery videos with a nice backdrop because it's got the window there of the skyline. So why the fudge not? We'll probably have that there. We've got a small seating area and a TV. We're probably not going to be watching a lot of TV, to be fair. We're going to be out and about and doing things. This is just going to be a hub. It's just going to be a little base, or if I'm working from home, it's going to be my little studio as well, which we'll get to in a moment. So we've got a shower in here, washing machine, and also a toilet and sink. Yes, they keep their washing machines quite often, more than not, inside of their actual washroom, which kind of makes sense, I suppose, doesn't it? So in here is our master bedroom, and yes, you can fit a double bed in there, and there's like a double wardrobe, which hopefully we're going to put a mirrored front on it to save a bit of room, but also there's a full-length mirror over there. Lovely jobblies, bit overkill on old mirrors, isn't it? But Ivy loves the dang things. Right, so a little coffee table there. Want a nice snazzy modern one. This is the pièce de résistance. This is my little mini studio. So I'm going to have a fish tank with my little fake sort of jellyfish in the background. Here's my studio, Alienware laptop. I'm going to have two screens, one for my live chat, my PlayStation E5. We're going to put a bunk bed in there. Ivy's got nieces, nephews and things like that, so they can come and stop with us and we can take them out for day trips and things. It should be great fun. All my collectibles will be behind me as well. So it's going to be emulating the studio that I've got back here. But yes, this is the actual floor plan. They're the actual measurements. They're the actual measurements, people. I put all this together on a program called 5D Planner on my mobile phone, but there's also a web app version which I'm delivering this on. So there we go. That's it. That's my little rendition and my little mock-up. I hope you like where we're going to be living. Isn't it cool? So chums, this is a 5-year plan. It's not happening straight away because it's not bloody built. It's still freaking rubble right now. So yes, it's not happening straight away for me. So yeah, I just want you to know that a lot of the support that I'm getting through the channel and a lot of the funds that the channel is generating right now is going to be pumped into funding the actual build of this house in the Philippines, and you're making this dream happen just by watching my videos and being here. So I want to say a massive, great big thank you to all of you, because without you watching and hitting all those buttons in the right freaking order, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much, people. And I'm also thanking you on behalf of Ivy and all of her family, and my own, because they're going to get rid of me for a while. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.